Hello, and welcome to BOIImpact. I'm Elo Odibo-Madaki. Research shows that the information and communications technology sector contributed about 20% to Nigeria's real gross domestic product, GDP, in the second quarter of 2024. The rapid expansion of the digital technology industry in recent years demonstrates its strong potential to catalyze economic growth, especially as the Nigerian government seeks to diversify the economy beyond the reliance on the extractive oil and gas industry. In line with this vision, the Bank of Industry has identified the digital economy as one of its 6 transformative thematic areas, which will serve as the foundation for a resilient, inclusive, and future-focused economy. Throughout the month of April, we will showcase some of the bank's initiatives, partnerships, and supported projects in the digital economy space, starting with this episode where we'll feature the journey and success stories of Layer 3 and Secure ID Limited. We begin with Layer 3, a company registered in 2004 to provide internet and network services. Initially, the company built its business around the provision of data bandwidth and consultancy to corporations and later expanded its operations to households. The company provides affordable and accessible broadband aligning with its goals and the Fiber to Home initiative delivering reliable and fast internet to households and small businesses. In an ever-growing digital environment, the demand for fast, reliable internet service is on the increase. The internet has become an avenue for business interaction between businesses and consumers, a source of entertainment through streaming services and online gaming, and a platform for office activities such as meetings and other services. The founder and chief executive officer of Layer 3, Oyaje Idoko, said the company's expertise is driving innovation.
So Layer 3 is a technology solutions provider. We provide cloud solutions, enterprise connectivity, both for home use as well as businesses. We're also a managed service provider, and we have a whole suite of other IT solutions that we provide, to customers of all types. So Layer 3 started just about shortly after the liberalization of the telecom industry. All right, and I saw a need for superior customer excellence that was lacking in the market. People were just satisfied with getting whatever they got from the service providers, and we thought we could do better in terms of providing better customer service. So Layer 3 set out to provide, excellent customer services beyond what was being provided in the market. And over the years, I think we've stuck with our mission. And I think pretty much that's what has differentiated Layer 3 from most of the other providers, and technology solutions providers in the market. We are exposed, right? When we talk about cloud, we talk about internet, we are very much exposed to cybersecurity threats. Right, so one of the things we do here beyond providing services, we also have a fully functional 24/7 cybersecurity operations center manned by competent hands to check for threats and mitigate those threats. We also run a by virtue of the services we provide, we run a 24/7 operations, monitoring our infrastructure, monitoring the customers' services as well, and ensuring that to a large extent there's little or no disruptions to the services we provide. Trends that will really impact and influence internet services is the actual usage. Right, the demand for services has increased significantly because of the possibilities and what you can use the internet to do. So in those days, for example, a business might have as little as 20 meg subscribed, and they feel that is, the ultimate plan. However, because of cloud services, a lot of businesses no longer hosting their applications in-house, hosting it offshore. The demand for speed, all right, has increased significantly. People are no more patient. Even as an individual user. If you're using the internet, it's slow, you get very frustrated and all of that, So demand for usage, will drive how fast and how much the internet is going to change within the next few years. And we're also talking about AI now. There's going to be a lot of AI-driven applications. There are things like, e-education, right? People learning online. So all of these are changing the way internet is used. And we have new technologies coming in, the likes of low Earth orbiting satellites like Starlinks, which has changed how satellite used to be used, for internet. All right, so all of these are driving internet penetration and usage.
Layer 3 has been able to build a robust network of infrastructure with the support of the Bank of Industry.
Prior to COVID, right, as Layer 3 was a pure B2B player, as we're servicing just the business segment of the market. All right, so COVID came and we realized that most people are now working from home, and we needed to cater to the home users, residential users, and there was a need to expand our infrastructure. All right, so that was what made us to go to BOI, all right, to source for a loan to expand our footprint. Because prior to COVID, we were, like I said, we're just servicing the enterprise segment of the market. All right, so we needed to expand our footprint to be able to serve the home use and residential users, basically. The core business that the loan was focused on was our fiber infrastructure, as well as our cloud infrastructure. So just to give you an example, prior to COVID, we had just a little over 300 customers, which were mainly businesses within Abuja. However, post taking the loan, right, we now have close to 3,000 customers, all right, with our footprint covering practically the whole of Abuja. So the loan has really made us expand our footprint, which has led to, significant growth for the company, additional staff. About that time, we're probably about 50 staff. Now we're nearing 100 staff. All right, and so it's led to quite significant growth for the company across all areas of the business, both human resources as well as capital infrastructure as well. The terms of the loans were quite friendly. We had a 1-year moratorium. We didn't have to pay anything until after 1 year. The interest rates were single digit. All right, and it's helped us increase and upgrade our infrastructure. All right, so when we got the loan, we had probably about 300 kilometers of fiber in Nigeria, in Abuja especially, and because of the loan, we'll be able to increase our fiber footprint by about 700 kilometers. We currently have about 96 or so headcount across Nigeria, Abuja and Lagos. All right, so for a company of our size, I think that's quite significant. And looking at our roadmap and growth plan, we expect that to also grow significantly within the next 3 to 5 years. Our future goals as a company is one, we want to scale from where we are now significantly, and not just within Nigeria, but across Africa. We see growth around coming from our cloud business. We also intend to increase our broadband business as well. So we're going to see a lot of expansion in our current fiber footprint, not just in Abuja and Lagos, but across some select states in Nigeria.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
There was this day where I was watching a program. I saw they're interviewing somebody. It's a factory that they are into biscuits. And I talked to one of my friends. We now go on the net. We saw all the process. Honestly, our sales have increased, our production. With the Bank of Industry, we can be able to really stand demands of our customers around. It has given my company an edge. We have traveled out, seen how things have been done. Secondly, like the manual way of working, the way we have been doing things, we can do so many things within a couple of minutes, hours, unlike the normal way we have been doing things. So as for now, the production capacity, like that machine, we can emboss 500 sheets a day, 1,000, depending on how we just have demand. We can finish a door, like 10 doors in a day, from the pre to finish.
Welcome back. We bring you another BOI beneficiary in the digital space. Secure ID Nigeria Limited, a BOI-assisted company, is one of the high-performing innovative companies that exemplifies Nigeria's economic developmental aspirations. Secure ID is the first certified smart card manufacturing plant in Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa, capable of manufacturing various smart cards, including highly complex polycarbonate cards. The company provides superior end-to-end identity management and digital security solutions to the public sector, finance and banking sectors, telecoms, and retail subsectors. Nigeria's vibrant digital ecosystem, with the active backing of BOI, firmly positions the country for digital transformation. Companies like Secure ID also have the capacity and capability to generate much-needed foreign exchange for the country through their export potential to 21 African countries. As Secure ID celebrates 20 years of operation, the company continues to demonstrate exceptional growth with a capacity to produce over 200 million cards and personalize over 160 million smart cards annually. In an interview with the BOIImpact crew, Dr. Kofu Akinkugbe discussed the reasons the company was established and how Secure ID exemplifies the immense potential of indigenous technology firms in shaping Nigeria's economic future.
The idea was birthed in 2005, where I saw a problem, and especially in the payment space using smart cards. First of all, Nigeria was a lot more cash-based financial payments community, and it was then moving into looking at electronic forms of making payments. And I was a member of an association that was mandated. We were looking at ways on how we can move the payment space from cash to other electronic channels. And so whilst looking at that, yes, there was magnetic stripe, but it was still very scanty. And I think whilst we dug deep into that, I realized that there were a lot of gaps in the system. At that time, it could take you 3 months, 6 months to get a card. So I saw a problem and I saw a gap that, one, these cards could be made locally, and the technology aspect of manufacturing smart cards, the skills could also be developed locally. And also saw that the movement from mark stripe technology to chip and pin technology would also bring down the fraud level. And those were the gaps that, that I saw at the time. And I thought that why not, if not, why can't we have a homegrown smart card, state-of-the-art manufacturing plant in Nigeria, for Nigeria, by Nigeria, and probably even for the world, you know. And so that's what inspired me. Secure ID started up as a smart card manufacturing. I mean, we're still a smart card manufacturing plant. We service the banking sector with debit, credit cards by different card schemes, whether it's Verve, MasterCard, Visa, Afrigo, you know, we do that. Then for the telecoms industry, our services are to manufacture SIM cards for the telecom operators. And for public sector, we do driver's license, we do national identity, state residence card, ID cards, multi-purpose identity cards, transport cards, and we have the potential to do passports and to do voters cards as well. You know, so that's for the manufacturing aspect. Of course, we now have 2 subsidiaries. One of it is focused on a digital subsidiary, and that digital subsidiary is a payment gateway house. It's into tokenization, is into NFC, contactless mobile solutions, and does quite a number of things on the digital side as well. You know, e-wallets, e-SIMs, and so on. The other subsidiary is a transport payment solution. And basically, that subsidiary focuses on automating ticketing for transport. So whether it's the Nigerian railway or whether it's buses and so on, but it creates a solution that automates how tickets, the convenience of buying tickets online, on your web, on our app, and the convenience of making the payment, and the convenience of also getting into these vessels, you know, by tapping and going in. And so the decision was to build a state-of-the-art plant that can not just only serve Nigeria, but work across borders. And so what we needed to do was to be certified by all the international bodies, whether it's by Visa International, CQM, MasterCard, Verve Global, GSM, GSMA, you know, and all the basically international certifications. And what that does is that it helps us to raise the bar. So we work by global standards. So it was very important to us right at the beginning that we needed to have international certification. So it's not just a product that is made in Nigeria and would only stop within our Nigerian environment, but it's a product that goes across borders. And we're very proud to say that we have clients in 21 countries across Africa that we export to. And of course, we're looking beyond the continent as well.
Secure ID has also tapped into the sustainability agenda of the Bank of Industry.
I'm happy to share that we produced in Nigeria the first eco-friendly SIM card last year, which was launched, I think, sometime middle of the year last year in 2024. So we produced the first eco-friendly SIM card. Our cards are made out of biodegradable materials and also made out of recycled materials as well. You know, so it's something that we're focusing on. There's a lot that is still going through that path, and we're looking forward to doing more. Your plastic cards will be recycled, will be biodegradable plastic cards as well, even for banks. We focus on supporting STEM, especially for young girls and for ladies. We invite them to the factory to have a tour. We go and speak to them to get ladies to, you know, to do the sciences, you know, to do technology, to do mathematics. I'm a mathematician. I did mathematics as a first degree, you know, so it's always nice to, we see ourselves sort of focus on doing that.
The Bank of Industry is proud to support the expansion drive of Secure ID Limited to boost Nigeria's digital economy.
The role of the Bank of Industry, it goes beyond financing. I would actually call them a stakeholder in the vision, a stakeholder in the dream that we had from the beginning. And they keep giving us that support, not just financial support, but ensuring that, we're towing the right path, And also, we're in the technology business, so we need to always be innovative and think of what if, what if another product comes out better than what we do? So we have to keep innovating every time. BOI has played a fantastic role, as I said, as a stakeholder and a strategic partner to secure ID. They've seen us right from the beginning when we started our backward integration journey, and we're still backward integrating, and they're still there with us. So the role of BOI helps companies like ourselves to innovate. It helps us to expand, either through their development finance and also through the fact that the tenor, helps us to patiently, see this seed germinate. I probably started with one person from day one, me, myself, and one person, and we said growing. Now we're just slightly over 500 people, So we said in 2005 with the idea, and then we said bringing people in. When we first started, I would say probably about 10% of our workforce were expatriate, others were Nigerians, but today probably under 3% are expatriates, and the others are Nigerians, and Nigerians doing all the critical things. So it's been a whole journey of expansion, of scaling up our Nigerians. And it's something we're proud of, because even some of our staff have been poached by international companies. And that shows you the level of training and the level of build up in skills that we have been doing over the years.
Taking advantage of increased internet connectivity, digital entrepreneurs can now explore opportunities in streaming services, online education platforms, and telemedicine solutions. The rise of remote work and cloud-based business solutions also presents lucrative opportunities in cybersecurity, enterprise software, and cloud storage services. Does your digital business need the support of the Bank of Industry? Please visit any of our offices nationwide. You can also log on to our website, www.boi.ng, or our social media handles. To rewatch this and past editions of the program, go to youtube.com and type in Bank of Industry Limited Nigeria in the search area. That's it on this edition of BOIImpact. I am Elo Odibo-Madaki. Thanks for watching.